bowleggers, and welcome back. As you can see, once again, I'm at it again in the kitchen. Today I'm going to put together a dish called cheese nachos. Let me show you how it's done. At the moment, I got 1.5 pounds of ground beef and onions that's browning in a pot in a pot, and I'm going to let this brown completely and cook all the way through. And while this is browning, I'm going to go ahead and get my my seasonings put in. And we're going to start off with some garlic salt, a little black pepper, a little taco seasoning. Let me take that lid off. I can get it out a little bit better. A little taco seasoning. Taco seasoning is good for a lot of dishes that has ground beef in it. You know me with my garlic powder, garlic powder. And we're going to do a little chili powder. That's going to give it a little kick also. Now we're going to continue to brown our meat, stir all those spices in, and let our meat continue to brown. And once it's completely brown and most of the juice have cooked completely out of it, at that point, that's when you know it's ready to move to the next step. So until we can get to that next step and wait for it to brown good, you guys chill out and just come back in about a good 10 minutes, and I'll show you the next step in the process. See you in a few. Welcome back, bowleggers. Our meat is done, and let me show you what I like to do in order to keep my nachos from being soggy. I have a little strainer here that I'm going to sit inside a bowl, and I take my ground beef out of the, turn the oven off, and I take my ground beef out of the pot, and I put it in the strainer, and if there's any juice that's left on the beef, it'll drain down into the strainer. And the reason I do that is because I don't want my nachos, when I eat nachos, I want them to stay crunchy. I don't want them to get soggy. And if you put your beef inside a strainer, it doesn't have to be for long, just for a few minutes. And let some of that oil, you could pour some of the oil, the grease off that the beef produce. Now, if you use chuck, you don't have to pour much, or maybe not at all, because chuck have very little fat in it. But regular ground beef typically is 80% beef and 20% fat. So you're going to have about 20% of grease. And if you don't want your nachos soggy and your beef soggy, put it in a strainer like this. Let that grease begin to drain off. See there how it's beginning to drain? See that down in the bowl there? Let that beef drain off before you put it on your nachos. And they will your nachos will stay crunchy. Let me get you guys set up over here where you can see me put the dish together. We're going to use just a typical bag of just nachos. Nothing fancy. You can go with Doritos or what have you. But basically just any kind of nachos of your choice that you care for. Myself, I like these jalapeno jack nachos. They are delicious. They are delicious. And to make nachos out of them, they're even better. But I love them. Going to arrange them on our plate. Now we're going to get some of our beef and sprinkle it around on top of those nachos. If you like me, you want a liberal amount of beef. You don't want it a skimp here and there. I basically want some beef on every nacho. Every bite I take, I want to taste some beef. But put plenty of beef around, or as little as you want, whatever your preference is. And keep going on that. After I get my beef on, then I'm gonna put some sour cream on. And sour cream is optional. A lot of people say that, well, not a lot, but I've came across some people say that they don't care for sour cream on their nachos. But to me, nachos isn't nachos without sour cream. But it's just your own individual taste. Some people care for it, some people don't. So that could be an option. You can omit it, or you could go roll with it. Me, myself, I will always roll with sour cream because I love it. I love it. It does many dishes some wonders, some great things. It really does. All right. That's our sour cream. And I like to top it off with some jalapeno peppers. Typically, the hotter, the better. I've came across some jalapenos that has somewhat of a hotness to it, a little bite, but not the bite that I've been looking for. But this brand here, Trappies, I've noticed they're pretty good. They're pretty good. They haven't let me down yet. And I typically just load my nachos up with the jalapeno peppers. And you can put as little as you want or as many as you want. Me, myself, I kind of like it spicy, so I go with quite a few of them. Quite a few of them. There we go. That's looking good. And last but not least, can't have nachos without some cheese. We got to have that cheese in there. Now, to me, cheese is not optional. Cheese is a must when you have nachos. You got to have cheese. And in my suggestion, plenty of it. Plenty of it. That's another item I like. Every bite I want to eat, I want to have some beef and some cheese on it. And like I said, you can have as little or as much as you like. And there we go. We are finished. This is our complete plate of cheese nachos. Smells good, and I know it tastes good. I know it tastes good. I hope you guys get a chance to try this recipe. And if you do, definitely hit me back and let me know what you think about it. So until then, you guys stay blessed, keep God first, always know that someone somewhere loves you, and always try to be someone blessing. You guys have a great day. See you next time. Bye-bye.